Hey guys, it's Mr. Quinones here. We are going to have a homework that is very similar to yesterday where you had to create your own problems. Today we focused on the four variables of the exponential decay and growth function. And the equation looks like this. It has the ending value will equal the starting value times 1 plus or minus, depending on which way it's going, the rate in decimal form to the time power. So that's the equation right there. And you have to be able to figure out all four variables depending on what you have. So what I want you to do is create a problem, and I'll model it for you a little bit, and then you can create your own, where you have starting value, ending value, and all that. So here's the easy one. Ending, if you know that you're starting, if, we'll write the word if starting is 250, and rate is, I don't know, 7.5%. How much after, 8 years? Okay, so my equation will look like this. Ending equals 250. That's a starting. And we're going to be increasing on this one, so it'll be 1.075 and to the 8 power. That's the equation. Calculator will solve that in a snap. Okay, if I was losing money with the same problems, then my ending would be 250, and then it'd be 1 minus 7.5%, so it'd be $1 minus 7.5 cents would be 0.925 to the 8 power. All right, so that is how to figure out ending, depending on if I was increasing money or decreasing. All right, how to figure out the starting. Let's see, zoom in a little. How to figure out what did we say? The rate. Okay, is the hard one. Okay, so I have a new problem. Let's say I started with 400, ended with 800 for 7 years or months, whatever. So the rate is unknown. Okay, so you have to put the same thing in the equation. So we have to start with ending. 800 equals 400 times 1. For this one, we started with 400 and ended with 800, so that means it's going to be going up. So it's going to be 1 plus rate, and then to the power of 7. Okay. So first thing, I'm going to divide 400 by both sides to get rid of it. Excuse me. Yeah, I end up with 2 equals 1 plus rate to the power of 7. Divided 400, that got disappeared. Now, in order to get rid of the exponent 7, we need to use 1/7. So it would be in the calculator, you put 2 to the power of 1 divided by 7. Make sure to use a parentheses. Will equal 1 plus the rate. So I'm going to use a calculator to figure that out right now. Let's see, I think I have it open already. All right, so we have 2 turn it on. We'll clear everything. I don't know how to clear. Alright, I don't know. We'll just skip that. What the heck? 2 to the power, and put parentheses, 1 divided by 7. Okay, that'll give me that. That's 1.104. Let's round it to the nearest tenth is fine, or hundredths. So this 1.10 equals 1 plus the rate. So therefore, the rate is 0.10. Because look, $1 plus what is $1.10? Well, that's got to be 10 cents. And this is 10%. So it'll take you 10% for that. Okay, so you got to make one of these you can make it go up or down, whichever way you'd like. Okay, make sure they're really clear and neat. All right, so we have the starting, the ending. Okay, and now we got to figure out how to let's see, we need to find time. So start with, let's say we started with I don't know, $300 and ended with 500 with a rate of 8%. Okay. So the equation will look like this. So ending with 500 equals 300, and then times. So it looks like we are going up again. So 1 plus 8% will be 1.08, and then to the power of, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to call it time. To the power of time. So this is similar to the rate. This one we have to divide it by 300 again. So I'm going to do the calculator. 500 divided by 300 is that. Okay, so 1.666. Okay, equals 1.08 to the power of time. All right, so time is the exponent, and we need to use logs to figure this out, because 1.08 times itself, how many times will give you that? Now, I don't know about you, but I can't figure this out. But I know it can't be more than, I don't really know. I have no idea how many times. So it's easy. All you gotta do is press log of 1.666 divided by the log of 1.08. So let's do that real quick. So log 1.666. Okay, cool. Make sure to close the parentheses. Divided by the log of 1.08. And then close the parentheses, and that would give you 6.63. So time is 6.63. And this is when, I don't know, months, years, so maybe 6 points, I don't know if it's years or months, you gotta figure out, we just made up that problem. All right, so for your homework, you gotta make one problem for each to find the ending value, one to figure out the rate, one to figure out the time, and the last one is figure out the starting number. All right, figure out the starting number. That's just kind of, there's two different ways you can do this one. All right, so let's say we ended with 900, and rate is 12%, and time was, I don't know, 4 months. So this one, we started off 900 equals, so let's say this one's going to have if went up. So we're going to call it starting. Times 1 plus, the rate is 12, so can we just put 1/12? And to the power of 4, okay? And then you can use your calculator for that. So you're going to have to figure out this number first. So 1.12 to the power of 4 is that. Okay, so it'll be 900 equals starting times 1.57, whatever. And now we can divide this both sides. That'll get rid of it. So divide this by 1.57 and divide that by 1.57. That'll disappear, and you'll have starting. So basically, it's 900 divided by 1.57, which gives you the starting was 573 if the rate was going up, if we were increasing. All right, so, but if we were spending money, it'd be 900 equals starting 1 minus 12 cents, so it'd be 1 minus 12 cents, which would be 88 cents to the 4th power. So if you want to do this faster, all you got to do is put 900 divided by, because we're going to divide this by that, so you just put it in the calculator, 0.88 to the power of 4, and that will give you $1,500. So starting was $1,500 if we were spending more. Alright guys, so I hope this is clear enough. So you want to make up some cool problems, you know, use reasonable rates, a reasonable amount of money, and you're going to have to figure out one for the ending amount if you know the 3, figure out one for the rate if you know the other 3, one to figure out time, and lastly to figure out the starting number, which you have 2 different ones. All right, have fun with this and post your your paper on the link on our Google+, or you can make a video for double points explaining, see you doing the problem. So I'll give you 20 points in video and 10 points for the picture shot. All right, have fun. Send me an email if you have any questions. All right.